Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. We're live at the FedEx Forum here in downtown Memphis, Tennessee, as the Grizzlies try to defend their home court. Now here's Morant. Pass to Wells. Misses the three. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Payne. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Lets a floater go. And the layup good by Irving.
A defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And how about the catch and fire there from Morant? He's got the endless confidence in his ability.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the dunk by Wells.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Wells. And the dunk by Wells.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Now Irving. Irving double team. In the corner, it's Gafford. Shot clock at 6. 80 with the rebound.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Now here's Morant. Out to the right wing. Jackson with the screen. Over Davis. Jackson misses.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Pass to Washington. Back to Davis. Finished off by Davis.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
Now here's Morant. .102 left in the first quarter. Here's Heaney. After back-to-back 50-win seasons, Stan, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27-55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
Good on the bucket.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
Now here's Morant. You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Pass to Kennard. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Irving's shot is good.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Morant. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Morant got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Grizzlies. Irving. Wells grabs the miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Morant outside. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
And it's in there.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Pass to Jackson. The shot from the low post is good. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Mavericks will go for a different look here. Mavericks trailed by 8. Pass to Davis. He can't get that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morant outside. Out left to the wing. Back to Jackson. Out to Morant. From outside the arc. Aldama can't hit. Now the Mavericks with it. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Memphis with it. 6-point game. Here's Morant. And that one, good. Morant's got 11 points.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Morant outside. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Pass to Bain. And here is Wells. Just 5 on the clock. From 13, a rebound by Washington. Mavericks trailed by 8. Now here's Gafford. Guarded by Jackson. Davis down low. Davis doing his thing inside.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the inside. Bain, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Morant. Wells in the corner. There's Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's good, 2 points. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Morant. 13 points in the game. Bain. And it's Clark in the corner. Jackson from long range. Anthony Davis with the rebound. To the paint. Morant with the steal. And we finish one half of basketball. Grizzlies lead by 6. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Now a timeout called by Memphis. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Down low. Here's Bain. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 6. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bain seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I've always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
And stolen by Thompson. Inside. Here's Gafford. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Did a good job to take it right at the D.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And that one falls for Gafford. Gafford cans them both. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. To the middle, Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Morant scanning the floor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays. And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Mavericks trailed by 3. To the paint. And it's Davis missing. Left side, Bain. It's Morant in the corner. 6 to shoot. Pass to Edey. And Aldama has it in the corner. The Grizzlies with another miss. It's a close game here in Memphis. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him.
And, you know, Stan, we've watched Desmond Bain evolve into a number 1 option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
Left side, Jackson. And a wide open look for Bain. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Bain's got 7 points in the game.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Memphis leading by 5. A kick out to Bain. They set the pick. Pass to Edey. It's Morant in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks trailed by 5. Thompson looking for an opening. Outside Irving. Eight feet away. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Bain. He's got 7. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Well, the defense did everything they could there, but his skills as a finisher, wow.
Morant with it. 15 points in the game. To the inside. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit, did just enough to force him to clank that one.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. And it's Morant missing. It's Williams with the drive. Lively. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lively's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Mavs. Inside. Jackson misses. Mavericks trailed by 3. Down low. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Grant off with the layup. Pass to Marshall to take the lead. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much. And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Pass to Kennard. Clock at 6. There's the 3. Sinks the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Lively's shot is off. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. On the 3 off target. Mavericks trailed by 4. And there's the drive. Christie can't make it. Here's Stephens. They set the pick. Inside. Edey. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Substitution.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Left side, Jackson. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Now into the lineup for your...
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Morant, left side. 6 on the shot clock. Poked away. And stolen by Thompson. To the paint. Here's Gafford. Tries again. Rebounded by Jackson.
And here we go, guys. This possession could make or break them right here.
Pass to Clark. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
That one is off.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pick off in midair. And here is Wells. Pass to Morant. To the middle. Wells' shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Now here's Davis. And Davis nails the 3.
Stepping up, Davis is a fantastic option late. You know, with that height and skill set, he's going to get a good look.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
On the free throw, no good. Mavericks trailed by 6. To the wing right side. Dallas moving it around. Here's Davis. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Clark. Outside, Payne. Morant outside. To the inside. And the dunk by Wells.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, and when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
A terrific defender, and Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
To the right side.